Blackbird first. Really coming down up here by Boeing and the Everett Mall. Hello, Denise. Yes, I probably will head back towards Marysville in a bit. I'm gonna get some gas down there. It's not quite this bad on I-5 last I checked. Elevation is making a huge difference right now with this snow. It's definitely snowing down on I-5. But this is really, really wet snow, so even though it's snowing really well and accumulating on the Boeing Freeway here, it's not going to look this way everywhere. Terica, actually down in downtown, it was not quite this good of snow, but that could quickly change because this heavy snow is dragging down some pretty cool temperatures from up aloft. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of ironic that you say that. DJ Nate about the possibility of Lake Stevens and Snohomish being canceled because my wife just got a job at the Snohomish School District and her first day is supposed to be this morning. So she was kind of stressing about that a little bit, and I told her that she could take our all-wheel drive with the snow tires if they don't cancel. At a minimum, I would imagine that they at least do a 2-hour late start, but we shall see. But yeah, my poor wife was stressing out about that last night. Ashley says she has no idea what the forecast is. I thought our snow was done, so I haven't been watching the weather. Oh yeah, nope, it's not done. Depending on where you are, it might be done. This is going to be more of a marginal event south of Seattle, I think. Or actually south of Everett even. I'm going to wipe the snow off the headlights real quick. Wet snow is always kind of frustrating to chase because it cakes in the highlights. And whoever commented that about Arlington, yeah, it says Victoria says nothing is Smoky Point in Arlington. That'll probably change. Do I think there'll be additional snow tomorrow evening and night? Yeah, I think there's probably a pretty good chance of there being a convergent zone somewhere tomorrow. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this content, please make sure and hit that thumbs up button. Not only does that show your appreciation, but also kind of helps the YouTube algorithm get going. And please consider subscribing to our channel as well. currently heading towards the Mukilteo Speedway here in the more industrial area of Mukilteo. Keith Evans says, just shared your Facebook post. Let's get that polar dip in the lake. Yes. By the way, guys, what Keith is referring to right there is I made a post on my Facebook page earlier today, and in that Facebook post, it was about doing a polar plunge, and I said I would live stream myself doing a polar plunge if that post got liked or reacted to 1,000 times, commented on 1,000 times, and shared 1,000 times. So if you'd like to see me do a polar plunge on a live stream, probably wearing some sort of ridiculous outfit, make sure and hop over to our Facebook page, give us a follow over there, and find that post. I have it pinned towards the top, and like, comment, and share on it. Brissa, I think Monroe will get some snow tonight. Yeah, guys, go ahead and let me know what's happening where you are in the comments. Also, something I'm kind of excited about is on our YouTube channel here, I got approved to activate the Super Chat option, which is very cool. And basically what the Super Chat does is it enables people watching live streams. It's kind of like tipping a creator, and there's varying amounts, but also what Super Chat does is it highlights your comment or your question and makes it easier for me to notice it so I can answer it. Boom. Thanks, Just Hear Me Out, for the Super Chat. Really appreciate that. It says, I have my second day contracting about 1/4 mile north of Payne Field tomorrow, coming from Marysville. I have no chains for my Mazda 6. Do you think I can make it in? Oof. Contracting, second day contracting. Are you doing like contractor work, like construction type stuff? No chains for your Mazda 6. If it's rear wheel drive, you might have a tough time. If it's front wheel drive, you'll have an easier time, but it also depends on the quality of your tires. If they're all-terrains but a couple years old, you might have a tough time. But if you have snow tires, of course, you should be fine. But I would wake up in the morning and check out the Washington State Department of Transportation webcams for I-5 and the Boeing Freeway, and just kind of go from there and make an informed decision. Just hear me out. Thanks again for the Super Chat. Terica Nicole, thanks so much for the Super Chat. This is awesome. Pretty much all of this is going to go straight into the gas tank and also the vehicle maintenance fund for all these miles I put on the car just doing these snow live streams. Down good. Beginning to hail a bit, Brissa. Brissa, would you mind letting me know where you're seeing the hail? That could be convective snow pellets. Snowing at home in Lake Stevens. Woohoo! Yeah, that's where I'm at. I made sure and put the snowboards out back. By the way, guys, whenever there's a snowstorm predicted, be smart to look up what a snow measuring board is and put that in the middle of your yard, and then hammer a stake into the ground right next to Lake Ty. Okay, cool. Hammer a stake into the ground so that you can identify where your snow measuring board is in the yard. And then what that enables you to do is take super accurate snow measurements right in your yard, because measuring in grass is inaccurate, measuring on pavement is inaccurate. If you have like a glass picnic table, that can be pretty accurate, or even on top of a vehicle roof if it's been parked for the whole entire duration of the event. But it's nice just to have a snowboard. Snowing in Monroe, Old Owen says, deranged warrior. Marissa Robles, if it keeps on snowing like this, I would be kind of surprised if the school districts around Everett, Snohomish, Lake Stevens went for it, but we'll just have to see what happens. Just hear me out with another generous super chat. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that. Contracting account. Front wheel drive. Been working from home for 3 years, so little wear. Just tell my wife, Carrot is fine, but without saying. Sorry, I read that out loud. And, well, there you go. Let me see here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It'll be fine if your tires are good. That's the best I can tell you. Sorry for calling out your wife. I was just reading out your comment for the first time out loud. Yeah, so the snow is accumulating really nice here on 525 South. Getting closer to Linwood here. It looks like maybe about an inch of snow has already fallen here. By the way, if you're watching and you're enjoying what you're seeing, please consider hitting the like button on the stream. That thumbs up shows your appreciation for the stream, and also gets the algorithm going for the stream. Right on. Just Hear Me Out. Thank you so much, by the way, Just Hear Me Out, for all the super chats. That's very generous of you, and I really, really appreciate it. That literally is probably going to pay for my gas for tonight, at least. I really appreciate that. All right, I've got no one behind me. I'm going to pull off into the shoulder here real fast. Turn on my flashers, and I'm just going to wipe the snow off my headlights. This is the kind of snow that I call Pacific Northwest concrete. Yeah, Marissa, I mean, when you have a surface low coming in from our southwest like this and moving in, big surprises can happen. I mean, it's almost impossible to tell exactly what the precipitation is going to be like with these kind of things. Reflection says, I truly didn't get any. Where do you live? Because if you live north of Everett or Marysville, chances are it's still going to head your way. Paul Chrisman says it's snowing hard in Arlington Heights now. So, all right, Arlington. Hopefully it's snowing low enough elevation, Smoky Point, downtown Arlington. I've been hearing a lot of people lamenting about how poor the winter's been up there snow-wise this year. Alright, so we're here by the I-5 405 interchange, and it looks like it's accumulating really well around here too. Hop on I-5 just for a bit, and then I'm gonna flip around and head back north. Looks like we got ourselves some pretty wet, slushy accumulation on I-5 here. It's not quite as bad as the Boeing Freeway was. But if this keeps up for too much longer, there could be some problems, for sure. On the European model last night, it showed the most accumulation being up in Snohomish County. Sticking in Smoky Point. That's what I like to hear. If it's sticking where I am and it's sticking in Smoky Point, that means it's sticking where I live in Westlake Stevens. But alright, snow is sticking in Smoky Point. I hope everyone that lives in Arlington looks outside and sees it snowing so they can see that this is not a bust. By the way, if you are only subscribed to the YouTube channel, sorry that I didn't do any forecast live stream on the YouTube channel. Regarding this snow event. I did a bunch over on my Facebook page. I'll be honest, I am a little bit more active over on the Facebook page, but one of my goals for the year is to become more active on the YouTube channel in one way, shape, or form, and to put out some quality content on here a little more often. Kevin from California, Robert Klebe asks if I know. Not sure if I know Kevin from California, to be honest. You should feel free to post a link to his YouTube channel and a message to me on Facebook. I'll check it out. All right, coming up on Mount Lake Terrace here. We've got a bit of accumulation on I-5. Tons of accumulation. Well, not tons. I should say a good amount of accumulation on the trees and all that kind of stuff. Looks like maybe about an inch has accumulated out here. By the way, folks, make sure and take accurate measurements and send your measurements to the National Weather Service. I think it's going to be important to know how much the snow is varying with this event. Honestly, this event has already verified just fine down here by Mount Lake Terrace, and it's still snowing, so I think there's a decent chance that it could even overperform down here by Mount Lake Terrace. Keith says he was on the Boeing Freeway about an hour and a half ago and it was bare and dry. Yep, Keith, not anymore. I was just up there and it was completely covered in snow. Kevin Martin. Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. This really wet snow is actually some of the most dangerous snow to travel in because it's like driving in a Slurpee. It's a lot more slick than you would imagine it to be. So my encouragement for you guys is if you're heading out in the morning, even though the roads look wet in the tire tracks, still take it slow. Yes, slush is definitely better than driving on ice. Freezing rain on roads is the worst to drive on. Oh, that guy. Yeah, that guy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know you're talking about Robert Klebe. It's like something authority or whatever. Yeah, that guy is crazy from what I've heard. A little bit. All right. Monroe, just light rain, says Ron Wolinski. Okay, interesting. So yeah, we got the microclimates going on. Elevation's gonna make all the difference. Downtown Monroe might be light rain, but up in the hills, I'm guessing could be snow. I'm not gonna lie, Robert Cleve, when I see Ja Ven, kind of like reading that in a German accent. Okay, I think I'm gonna head north. I'm gonna go as far north as Marysville, and then I'm gonna get gas. Then I'm gonna head back towards Lake Stevens and get a few more hours of sleep. Mushroom Steve, which town do you guys live in? Yeah, I mean, if this exact system was hitting in December or January, I tell you what, this would have been a truly epic winter storm. It's just so late in winter, but man, if we had this exact kind of thing, it'd be awesome. In late December, early January with Arctic air in place, snow ratios of like 15 or 20 to 1. Oh, Eugene. Yeah, this never really looked too promising for Eugene, I'll be honest. Don's Diner? Is that what you're talking about? The restaurant? Yeah, the snow quality here is actually quite nice. The flakes are no longer kind of splattering on the windshield. They're smaller. This is the kind of snow that can accumulate pretty quickly. By the way, folks, if you're watching this, I know I've said this a couple times, but for those of you that have not heard me say this, if you're enjoying this live stream, please hit that like button, the thumbs up button. Not only does that show that you are actually liking the stream, you're liking what you're seeing, but it also gets the YouTube algorithm going, which helps me out too. And please also consider subscribing to our channel for more content like this. I live in Snohomish County, Trish Gardner, and I'm a snow lover, so I'm kind of thankful for the amount of decent snow events we get up here. The National Weather Service in Seattle just the other day was talking about how in the month of February, the total February snow total between 2017 and now is higher than the February snow total between like 1965 and 2016. So the last several years, the last 6 years have been truly splendid for snow. In the month of February. Just hear me out with another super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. You've been very generous tonight with those. He says, come on, people, 10 likes. He's driving around for us while we sip beverages at home. Appreciate that. Just hear me out. Alright, so we're coming up on Mukilteo exit and the Everett Mall Way exit here by the Boeing Freeway again. Got steady snow coming down. Reflection says, I've been sleeping on and off today. I'm sick. Sorry to hear that. I pray you feel better. 2018, 2019 winter, Tacoma got 19 inches of snow. Yes, the winter of 2019, February 2019. Oh, that was so good up here. Alright, Mushroom Steve, hope you got a good night's sleep. No problem, Trish. Yes, sharing the live stream also helps as well, of course. I think February 2019, I got over 20 inches of snow at my house. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure it was 23 or 24 inches of snow. It's total between all the different events. One snow event, I got 12 inches in one night. Yes, the 34 inches up in Grandview. My in-laws actually live up near Grandview, Keith. I don't know if I've mentioned that to you. They live up on the Cedar Vale Loop, and they got tons of snow. So much snow. Unbelievable amounts of snow up there in February 2019. Okay, so getting lower in elevation here, and it is making a difference in the amount of snow that is accumulating. but there is still a layer of snow regardless on the freeway. Nasty night to be doing construction. Alright, now as we're getting closer to downtown Everett, and we're getting farther down in elevation, it's beginning to transition to what kind of sounds like snow pellets. Yeah, feels like snow pellets. Yeah, by the way, guys, if you ask a question or say something and I don't respond to it, well, I am driving. There's that. But if you really want what you asked or commented to be seen and I don't respond to a comment, the super chat will highlight it on the stream, so it basically will be impossible for me not to see it. Yes, the Port Orchard tornado was crazy, Robert. That was actually the very beginning of Washington Weather Chasers, and I actually sent out a tweet warning about that storm because it was rotating so hard. It was probably the biggest criticism I've ever had of the National Weather Service in Seattle was that they didn't have any sort of special weather statement or anything for that storm. And it was obvious that it was rotating. And then there was even a correlation coefficient drop, a debris ball, and still no mention. Yes, 1:50 a.m. is my favorite time to drive on the freeways, tell you what. Okay, so we have super, super wet snow now falling down closer to sea level. I think I'm actually... yeah, go to Marysville real quick. See what it's like. Actually, you know what? I'm pretty confident the conditions in Marysville are going to be exactly the same as it is here. It's super, super, super wet snow. I'm not going to go any further north. I need to get a little bit of sleep. So I'm going to keep on live streaming. I'm going to head back towards Lake Stevens, and I got to get some gas. So I think I'm going to get gas at the Safeway gas station. Or maybe I'll try out the new Arco, even though I know they don't have the best gas. reflections. Okay, yeah, I'll pray for Mike Morales. I'm sorry to hear that he's got cancer, and glad that you have someone you enjoy watching the forecasts. Currently, I am in Everett, exit 194 on I-5 southbound, about to get on Highway 2, Trestle. Gonna head east towards Lake Stevens. Got ourselves some super, super wet snow falling here. It's almost rain over here in Everett. Not too far above sea level here, probably only like 50 feet. This event is definitely going to perform better with more elevation. Keith Evans. Yes, tornado chasing is a blast. I usually try to go out once or twice a year. Robert Cleve. If you just go to the Washington Weather Chasers Facebook page, you can send me a message on there with some pictures if you want. Okay, gonna take the exit for 204 east, heading towards Lake Stevens. Good night, Keith. Get a good night's rest. I don't know if Stanwood all the way down to sea level is gonna get a ton of snow accumulating with this, but fingers crossed. think over there by Payne Field and Shoreline and those areas are going to be the breadwinners, are going to be the winners for this snow event. Just comparing areas right now. Seems like snow starts accumulating decently on the road again once you get up to about 250 feet. So 250 feet and up is going to be the spots that really do well with this. Really, really wet snow. Sorry guys, there's something I've been meaning to get fixed on this vehicle. Apparently it's a common manufacturing error. When wet snow hits the exhaust on this car, it slightly expands the exhaust pipe so that it then begins to rub on the axle, which is awesome. It makes a super, super pleasant sound. Looks like we have a truck here that may have spun out. System is coming in at the perfect time of day. I think if this system came in the middle of the day, it would be rain for sure here. Benjamin Yurkovich here in Westlake Stevens here by the Safeway gas station. It's actually snowing pretty nicely. I think also having a bit of snow accumulated on the surfaces is going to continue to help that surface temperature lower. And so there's a good chance that the quality of the snow is actually going to continue to increase here in Lake Stevens, where accumulations is a bit less at the moment than it was over by Shoreline and Everett and Mukilteo. But it seems to me right now that areas above 250 feet elevation are seeing the best accumulations. So yeah, snow. Oh yeah. Come on. All right. Yep, if you guys have not heard me say this yet, if you haven't done so already, please make sure and hit that thumbs up button if you're liking this live stream. Also, please consider subscribing to the channel, sharing it with your friends and family. Real quick, I'll actually pull in here real fast, wipe the snow off my headlights. Just Hear Me Out says no call out needed. Well, hey, you know what? I'm going to call you out anyways because that's extremely generous. Thank you so much. Just Hear Me Out. You paid for my tank of gas tonight, and I really do appreciate that. Keith Evans with a super chat. Very generous. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. No problem. I enjoy being out here. Enjoy getting to do this, and it's awesome getting to share it with people. But thanks again. That's very generous of you. Currently at the intersection of 204 and Highway 9 here. And I am almost home, actually. I think I'm going to try to get some shut-eye, and then I'm going to wake up early-ish and get out and live stream during the morning commute. Tomorrow is my wife's first day on a new job, so she's going to have to, I don't know, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the commute. But anyways, guys, thanks for joining on with me tonight. It's officially past my bedtime, and I am going to live stream again, probably starting around 6:15 or so. So I will see you guys later. Adios.